Hi everyone, welcome back to the series of problem solving. So, couple of points before proceeding with this two pointers based approach solution, right? So the first point is like before when you see a problem like this we saw, right, to find a pair with a target sum in sorted array. Before seeing the approach and before seeing these implementation videos, try to solve these problems on your own and try to implement this the solution of this problem on your own, and then come back to watch these videos to check that whether your approach was correct or not and whether your implementation was correct or not, right? So that was point number one, to try on your own first before watching these videos. The point number two is I am using Java to implement the solution because I am comfortable with that. It's not necessary to use Java. You can use any programming language of your choice to implement that. If you are stuck, you can watch this implementation videos in Java, and similarly you can implement in your own programming language of your choice, right? And if you want to learn Java and implement this solution with me, then obviously you can follow these video tutorials. Okay, and if you don't know Java, I always provide the links to the tutorials where you can learn Java in the description. And yeah, also you can follow me even if you are not following if you are not using this Java as your programming language. You can follow along these tutorials. You can see the implementation in Java and then try to implement in your in the programming language of your choice. Now the link to all the implementation that I provide will be available in description section of the videos. Yeah, so that was point number two. And the point number three is, like, if you would have seen my last video where I implement the brute force approach, I made a lot of mistakes. So please forgive me for that. As you know, my channel name is Common Coder. I am not a pro, I am not a genius. I am a simple coder like you all. When I implement, I will make a lot of mistakes. I will try to resolve them and then move ahead, right? So please forgive me for that. If you find any improvements that I can make, please comment that down and I will try to improve myself. Yeah, so that was point number three. So let's proceed with this approach, this implementation where we will implement two pointers pattern based approach, right? And try to solve this problem to find a pair with a target sum in sorted array. So I have already created this file named two pointers based approach.java, and I have also copied the boilerplate code that we wrote for brute force, right? To take an input, to create an object, and then to call this finds target sum in sorted array method and then print out the output, right? So I have already written that code to save our time. Just the difference is, instead of calling a brute force instead of creating an object of class brute force, I am now creating an object of two pointers based approach, so that it will call this method, okay, in this class. So yeah, let's implement this problem. Implement this solution, okay, to use two pointers pattern. So for now over here, to use this two pointers pattern, we have to assume that the array that will be passed to this function would be sorted array. Okay, so that we can assume. So I need two inputs, correct? I already told. So first I need two variables as in my pointers in this array. So I will have first pointer that would be pointing at the beginning of the array. So beginning of the array is the 0th index, and I need another pointer that would be pointing to the end of the array in beginning. So this j will be pointing to the end of the array, so it would be array dot length minus 1. Okay, So this is the starting point. My I would be at the beginning and my j would be at the end. Now I need to loop through the array. Now how I will loop, basically I need to loop until my a is less than I is less than j. Okay, like I will, as per the algorithm, I will move I ahead and I will move j, uh, like I will move j from right to left, and if they both cross each other, then I will stop over there. I will say that no, we didn't find any target sum. So for that, I am saying that I need to loop until my I is less than j. Okay, so if they both cross each other, that would be my terminating condition. So if I don't find anything, which means I come out of this while loop, then I need to return an empty array. So yeah, now what we need to do inside this loop, right? So firstly, at any given point, like my I and j can be anywhere, I can check that if whatever elements that I and j are pointing to, if the sum is equal to target sum. If it is the case, then I just need to return that, return both the elements as a pair. So I can say that if array of I plus array of j equal to target sum, then I need to return this result. Yeah, so this returning is similar to what we did in brute force also. So if I am checking that if both the elements sum is equal to target sum, just return that. Now what would happen if this is not the case? So in brute force we were continuously looping through each and every element, and we were finding the pair, but in this case we won't do that, right? If you have seen a theoretical video of this approach, then what we do is we try to compare both the elements at which are at I and j. Okay, and we take decision based on that. So else if my array of I, okay, is less than array of j. Okay, so yeah, so in this case what happens is my sorry, I need to not I need not to compare array of I and array of j. I need to take a sum of both these elements. I need to compare that with my target sum. Okay, so if my this sum is less than my target sum, okay, so what I need to do is I need some more greater elements, and to find that greater elements, obviously what I need to do is I need to increment the I, so that if I increments, it will get greater elements and it will go closer to this target sum. Okay, so in that case I need to increment my I. Now else if, which means that my sum is already greater than my target sum. If this is right, it is greater than the target sum, then I need to reduce the elements. Now to reduce the elements, obviously I need to reduce my j. If you have not seen a theoretical video of this approach, please see that. You will get what I am discussing over here. So yeah, so again, to tell what I wrote here is that I am looping until I and j don't cross each other, like I is less than j. Then I am checking that if both the elements that I and j are pointing to, if the sum is equal to target sum, I return that pair. Okay, and if the sum of the elements that I have right now is less than the target sum, then to go closer to the target sum, I am incrementing my I. And if the sum is already greater than the target sum, then I need to get smaller elements, and to do that I am reducing my j. Okay, again I am doing that until both of them cross each other, right? So seems like I have implementing this solution. Let's check whether it is correct or not. Okay, so yeah, here we are in terminal. So right now, if you see that I have only 2 pointers based approach.java file, let me try to compile that. Oh, yeah, I am missing some return statement at line number 27. Yeah, so turns out I forgot to save this file. So once I saved this file and I tried to compile it again, it was successfully compiled. Okay, so we got over here 2 pointers based approach dot class. Let me run that. Now my expectation is that we should not get any pair. Okay, because I have kept a target sum of 30 and there is no pair with the target with the sum of 30. So we didn't find any elements. See, we didn't find any pair with target sum. Let me convert that again to 19 and we should get now pair. Let me compile that again. Yeah, we got a pair with target sum and that pair is 9 and 10. Now, so yeah, again, time complexity of this is O of n and space complexity of this is O of 1. Okay, so yeah, we have implemented this 2 pointers based approach 2, and let's move on to implement hashmap based approach. Yeah, see you there. Thank you.